What's going on, Jeromes? So, of course, the story for the Minnesota Vikings 2024 training camp is the development of JJ McCarthy. Now, even if he doesn't start this year, you got to feel pretty damn good about the future, and that's exactly what the Vikings were thinking, making him the number 10 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, a quarterback bonanza going on. Highest quarterback drafted in team history, and McCarthy, OTAs, training camp, he's been leveling up every single practice. Also, very well spoken, very polished, almost too polished. You know what I mean? But either way, like he's you see the elements and intangibles of a great leader for this team. Also, a great face of the franchise coming up with Jefferson and Darisaw and Hawkinson and whatnot. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Ooh, also Diamond Dallas Turner. Let's go. And of course, the quarterback battle right now between McCarthy as well as a veteran between Sam Darnold. So fully understand it, right? McCarthy is the rising sun. Darnold could be basically he's just like the placeholder, right? But that doesn't mean that he can't do good and that you shouldn't root for him to do good. Because, like we said, if he does good, maybe he signs somewhere else next offseason. Vikings get a comp pick, although I think that they will be pretty active in free agency next year, so it could cancel it out. Or tag and trade. Oh, by the way, when you tag and trade, like it doesn't impact your salary cap because, remember, money counts against the cap when it's paid, and franchise tag is just a season of game checks. So, anyways, but whatever. The battle is on, and JJ McCarthy is certainly asserting himself. How would JJ McCarthy describe himself? Third person, 3 words: hardworking, alpha male, jackhammer, merciless, insatiable. It's all good. All right. Sports Illustrated writer Matt Verderame. Nailed it. Was on a training camp tour, stopped in and checked out the Vikings, wrote at length about Brian Flores, Diamond Dallas Turner as well. But of course, everyone wants to talk about J.J. McCarthy. And also, it's not like beat writers are coming, or not like beat writers, national writers are coming here to talk about Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? Just is what it is. This is what he wrote about McCarthy. Now, I generally would take the ads out on these infographics, but I left this one in. Also, so I have the ad blocker, but they still show ads. Is that how powerful Fanatics is? Anyways, I thought it was fitting. All the Michigan stuff is there. That's right. Ooh. So you should get a Fab 5 era Michigan basketball jersey, number 9 McCarthy. Ooh. Take that, man. Best thing I saw, JJ McCarthy made one of the best throws I'll see throughout my seven stop tour. On the final drill of the day, McCarthy was tasked with taking the backups downfield on a 2-minute jaunt. After a run play got the drive started, McCarthy took his drop, scanned quickly, and fired over a cornerback in front of the sideline receiver, Lucky Jackson, who toe tapped for the grab. And of course, that was the viral video going around. McCarthy, Jackson on the sidelines. It's good. Also, it's kind of nice where it's like, hey, did you see that McCarthy throw? And it's like, which one? The 50-yard bomb to Tristan Jackson, the touchdown in the red zone in 11s to Lucky Jackson, the sideline grab to Lucky Jackson on the smash concept. It's all good. It's all good, man. The play was the practice's penultimate with bad weather approaching, but it was consistent with McCarthy's day. He was largely on time and accurate and showed more than enough arm strength. So, everyone calling him Christian Ponder 2.0, who couldn't throw a ball through a piss-soaked paper bag, and we knew that at Florida State, and we knew that at the Senior Bowl, and Rick Spielman drafted him anyway. Yeah, narratives gone. Also, I feel like everyone is very cautious with praise around rookie quarterbacks, except for Caleb Williams. Apparently, he's the second coming. But again, largely on time and accurate. You'll take that, won't you? Won't you with a rookie quarterback? 7 training camp practices in. I think you would. Matt continued, rookie who impressed. Again, it's McCarthy. While Turner looked the part of a first-round pick, it was McCarthy who consistently made plays. Now he's a rookie. He's going to make errors, and he won't be as efficient when a free blitzer is barreling down and the red jersey is off. That said, his arm talent is clear, and the game is slowing down for him at an early stage. And that's what stands out, too. You get the sense like this is not too big for him. And even when he takes the helm with the ones, against the ones, I mean, he's been playing first-team defense with the 2s for the bulk of this week, right? And that's what's important because we said this a bunch. A lot of young quarterbacks, rookie or otherwise, like they just don't look comfortable back there. And JJ does look the part. I told him yesterday, I went up to him and I said, I like the way his clock is progressing, Metella said. His internal clock quarterbacks have to have. There's some guys like Lamar Jackson, his clock is slower. Patrick Mahomes, his clock is a little bit slower because they're good at evading sacks. Oh, I see what happened. I'm starting to see. So Patrick Mahomes doesn't run, but he runs 0.01 mile an hour faster than whoever's chasing him. I forget who said that, but that's perfectly apt, right? Or Mahomes runs like a toddler that just stole a parent's phone. That's what happens, man. I'm starting to see his clock progress very well. And again, that is also important too, because you can do all that you want in 7-on-7 when there's no pass rush, or even 11-on-11, but when you're wearing that red jersey. But hey, when bodies start flying for real, can you get the ball out quick? And I feel like you're seeing with McCarthy, yes, he will make mistakes, but he generally doesn't make the same mistake multiple times. He learns, he evolves, he grows and shows. And getting rid of the rock on time, on purpose, that's exactly what Kevin O'Connell wanted in a quarterback. Maybe not someone who improvises so often, like Caleb Williams, like Drake May, but again, improvisation can be fantastic, but also can be very detrimental. And we've made this comparison to Kirk Cousins before, where Kurt would be a very bad jazz musician. He's very bad at making things up as it goes, but he's a great orchestral sheet music musician, right? Tell me what to do and I will do it. And I think McCarthy is that. But I think that he will expand eventually to a great jazz musician, like a great jazz musician who originally was in a part of a big band or an orchestra or whatever. Right? So I think that's where we're currently at. So again, take everything with a grain of salt. It's early, it's training camp. We'll see what happens at joint practices as well as preseason. But again, early returns. The way that McCarthy has operated. I mean, even the largest hater and loser, hating on JJ McCarthy has got to feel kind of good about things, right? And will he win the battle with Darnold? I don't know to start the season, but I've definitely opened up the opportunity for him to take the job mid-season. I think that the idea that Darnold holds on to the job all season long is probably out the window, because every single bad game, every single bad drive, every single bad throw, it'll be like, JJ. And I don't think that Darnold has the mental fortitude to be able to withstand that. You see, he's playing a little bit tight. It feels like the pressure is starting to get to him just a smidge, even though he's got all those friggin' weapons with the first team offense. But again, we'll see when the rubber meets the road in some preseason. I mean, this is probably going to be the most consequential preseason in decades for the Vikings, and I wouldn't rule it out. When I went into camp, I was probably 90-10 Darnold. I think it's 50-50. Yeah, and I know that Paul Allen said that he's still sticking by JJ McCarthy as 3, Mullins at 2. Ain't buying it. Ain't buying it anymore. Things change, and maybe this was all just a sham competition set up by O'Connell from the first place, and he was going to start the kid all along. It was just just building up a dragon to build up the hero. Who knows, man? But anyways, Sports Illustrated profiled JJ McCarthy, Viking training camp. Became impressed. They were impressed. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, their thoughts. You guys know what to do. Happy Friday. Skol, production value.